The Gallic Wars were a series of campaigns led by Julius Caesar beginning in 58 BCE and culminating in the Battle of Alesia in 52 BCE. As proconsul, Caesar used the incursion of the Helvetii tribe as an excuse to attack Gaul. But most historians agree that Caesar secretly sought an altercation in order to find a way to repay the enormous debt he had incurred in the consulship of 59 BCE. Another important point Caesar makes is that Rome's actions were preemptive, sensing that as usual, the Gallic tribes were on the move and would once again sweep into Rome. It is, however, unlikely, given the internal division among the Gallic tribes, which allowed Caesar to claim a decisive victory. His Gallic rival, Vercingetorix, was able to unite the tribes, but not in time. Ultimately, Caesar's victory not only secured him a triumph over Gaul, but extended Rome's border to the Rhine. The Gallic Wars, Comentarii de Bellum Gallicum, written in the third person, is one of the most important historical documents of its time, as it describes in detail Caesar's campaigns by the man himself. Caesar's text is a fairly straightforward example of Latin prose, and is filled with information on military tactics and anthropological data on the customs of the Gallic tribes. The work appears in 8 books, with the final book written by Aulus Hirtius after Caesar's untimely assassination. Caesar had intended the commentaries to serve as a defense for his activities in Gaul, appealing to the plebeians in the hopes of circumventing the Boni and many of his enemies in Rome who were looking to strip him of his wealth and prosecute him upon his return. Ultimately, the Gallic Wars usher in the end of the Republic, for at the end, Caesar is forced to contemplate whether or not to march on Rome or face public prosecution. On January 10th, 49 BCE, Caesar makes history, uttering the often quoted phrase, "Iacta alia est," let the die be cast. And so let us begin Julius Caesar's Gallic War, Book 1. Gallia est omnis divisa in partes tres, quarum unam incolunt Belgae, aliam Aquitani, tertiam qui ipsorum lingua Celtae, nostra Galli, appellantur. E omnes lingua, institutis legibus inter se differunt. Gallos ab Aquitanis Garumna flumen, a Belgis Matrona et sequani dividet. All Gaul is divided into 3 parts, one of which the Belgae inhabit, the Aquitani another, those who in their own language are called the Celts, and ours the Gauls, the third. All these differ from each other in language, customs, and laws. The river Garonne separates the Gauls from the Aquitani. The Marne and the Seine separate them from the Belgae. Orum omnium fortissimi sunt Belgae, propterea quod accultu atque humanitate provinciae longissime absunt. Minimique ad eos mercatores saepe comiant atque, e quae ad effeminandos animos pertinent important. Proximique sunt Germanis, qui trans Rhenum incolunt, quibusquam continenter bellum gerunt. Of all these, the Belgae are the bravest, because they are the furthest from civilization and the refinement of our province, and merchants least frequently resort to them, and import those things which tend to effeminate the mind. They are the nearest to the Germans, who dwell beyond the Rhine, with whom they are continually waging war. Quae de causa Helvetii quoque reliquos Gallos virtute praecedunt, quod fere quotidianus proiliis cum Germanes contendunt. For which reason the Helvetii also surpass the rest of the Gauls in valor, as they contend with the Germans in almost daily battles. when they either repel them from their own territories, or themselves wage war on their frontiers. One part of these, which it has been said that the Gauls occupied, takes its beginning at the river Rhone. It is bounded by the river Garonne, the ocean, and the territories of the Belgae. It borders too on the side of the Sequani and the Helvetii upon the river Rhine, and stretches toward the north. Belgae ab extremus Galliae finibus oriontur, pertinet ad inferiorem partem fluminiis Rheni, spectant in septentrionem et orientem solum. Aquitania a Garumna flumine. The Belgae rises from the extreme frontier of Gaul, extending to the lower part of the river Rhine, and looks toward the north and the rising sun. Aquitania extends from the river Garonne to the Pyrenean mountains